Hey guys and gals, Sweet Project Cars here with cool, trick, and affordable ways for the do-it-yourselfer and simple ways. Today is our series on teaching and showing you how to become mechanically inclined. Now, we have a lot of projects that we do that pertain to cars. People bring us all kinds of stuff to repair because that's what we do. We fix things. We make things better than they were. What I like to say, since you're all sitting at home, this is the time to start fixing stuff and working on your car and truck and semi and RV and all that happy stuff. You should be working on that stuff and staying busy. So stay plugged into our videos so that you can, what? Learn. That's why we're doing this. So when you see mechanically inclined in the title of the video, it'll say mechanically inclined series 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make sure you watch those if you want to learn. How do you become mechanically inclined? I want you to stop right now, go comment on what you think and how you think a person becomes mechanically inclined. Now that you've done that, let's get busy. Here's the gig. We have a broken piece of plastic. You want to have everything prepared when you get ready to do this, and that means your cup of coffee. We've got all our tools right here. On this light right here, this is a brand new light. Customer gave it to us to fix for him. This adjuster is broken. The adjuster that actually makes the light tilt or go right or left. We are going to fix this. Right now it's junk. There's no way to use it because when you go to turn the adjuster here, all it does is spin on the shaft. So we want to line it back up to where it was actually at. Now we've lined this back up exactly where it's supposed to be, and we're going to prepare to make it stronger than it was before. This by far is the best method to making something better than it was before when it's broken plastic, okay? All the tools. Julio, come over here. Tell everybody where they can find all these great tools and products.
Buscar en el show más de la descripción de video para todas las herramientas.
Thank you, Julio Cesar Chavez Rodriguez. We appreciate that. This is our mesh, and we're going to cut a small piece right here. We're going to do one side of it, just so you get an idea how it goes. We're going to match it up here. Bend it accordingly. Just like that. Form it around. Trim a little off the end. Now we'll bend this here to make it a little bit more of an arc because this is rounded right there. We want a nice tight fit. Now we're going to do both sides, so we'll make two of these. One will go there and one will go here. And if you want to really make it strong, you can do the bottom. Now, will you ever run into this situation here? Oh, my glove's ripping out. Probably not, but it shows you how to repair something else, okay? That's how you learn to become mechanically inclined. If you put down in the comments to become mechanically inclined, it's watching and learning things that you've never done before. And a lot of the things we do can be used on other projects. Okay, now we've got that formed where we want it. Bondo hair. Not going to take very much with this because it's a small project. Make sure you do it in a well-ventilated area. It's pretty strong smelling. We're going to take our hardener, knead it a little bit. A lot of the things we do are common sense. We'll put a little bead right there. Don't use too much. Don't do it in the sun. This will work on most all plastics. So if you have a broken cover on your side mirror, or a piece of trim, or a piece of wheel well that's busted out, take the wheel well out, do this process right here on the back side of it. Mix it up really well. All right, here we go. Very simple. What we like to do is put it right on the mesh itself, especially when you're dealing with small repair items. Don't worry about getting it on your hands, it's not going to hurt you. Now we just take that, press it right up here. Just like that. Now, because we're dealing with a small item here, we'll hold that, fold this stuff around. And the nice thing about this is it can be all trimmed up with your Dremel. It won't look pretty when you're done. That's just the way it is. Now we're going to cover the outside with it. Make it into a ball, if you can. And go right over it. Try to get it up on the lamp itself, on the housing. Get it up there so it really bonds and holds this in there. Because there's quite a bit of torque actually when you turn this adjuster. Like I said, always make it into a ball if you can, where it's a glob. And a flat blade screwdriver works really well. Okay, now it's already starting to harden up. So let's do our forming right now, and you're going to use your finger and press it in. Like that. Any of it that doesn't bond, tear it off. And keep using different fingers, because once they get sticky, they don't do you much good. Press all the hairs in that you can. Now we're going to mix up another glob and finish it out. If you want more time to work with this, you put less hardener on. But we're kind of in a hurry, so we want it to set up fast. And like I said, if you see a video come up and you're a subscriber and you want to learn more about working on your cars and finding trick and cool ways to do things, and you see the title or the picture and it doesn't trip your trigger, we just ask that you watch it. Supporting us that way really keeps us going, and you know, just supporting by watching, giving us a thumbs up, sharing our videos with other people that love cars, trucks, SUVs, RVs. Make sure you see our other channels as well. Sweet Scoots, if you love motorcycles. We'd like to thank these people right here for supporting our channel. We'll finish it out right here by placing it on. It's sticky. Take your finger, smear it in there. We'll go right under it. Like I said, you watch how we trim this up. It works really good. We're going to go right up there on the housing again. Take it right underneath. There you go. We're going to let that set up right there and let it dry up, and then I'll show you how we trim it all down. Make something bulletproof if you're trying to glue something really tough back together, because like I said, when you screw this right here, this whole block moves in and out to adjust the light inside. And now what we're going to do is carve it down. I've got it all done. It's sealed up really, really tight, and it's dry. Been about 2 hours, 3 hours. Tiny bit tacky, but nothing that you can't deal with. Now you could leave it like this because you're not going to see it, but let's see what it looks like up close. It's a little hairy, but not bad. We're gonna carve it down though. All right, we have everything we need. We've got our full assortment of bits and sanding devices for our Dremel. We have our face mask, and we have our light. So let's get set up and make it happen, Cap'n. First thing I'm going to do is remove all the hairs that are sticking out around it. I'll use a cut-off tool for that. This is actually the fun part, so I'm not going to do a lot of talking. I'll speed the camera up so you don't have to watch me do this, but it's pretty self-explanatory. You just cut all the hairs off, and then we're going to sand it down with some stones and some sanding discs. Get out dig into our huge assortment here. Now we're going to use a flappy disc. We like to call it the flappy disc. And like I said, you don't have to do it on this because you don't see it, but it gives you a good idea that you can do all this with areas that you do see. If it's visual to someone else, you can sand it all down and paint it. Getting good with your Dremel is part of being mechanically inclined. Of course, knowing that you need to make sure all the holes in this are covered up so nothing gets inside of the light itself or whatever it is you're doing, because this is quite messy and these little particles will get in everywhere. And the smoother you put the Bondo hair on, the less sanding you'll have to do. Like right now, I'm probably pretty much done. I'm gonna hit it with a couple little cutters to clean up some of the areas here. But other than that, I'm going to leave it like that. I could spray paint it black and it'll be good to go, but that piece will never break off there now, and you can adjust it however you need to. Like I said, all the tools will be in the show more of the video's description. If you don't know where that is, take a look here. If you're on a desktop, and if you're on a cell phone, take a look here. One thing you gotta love about these Dremels, you can change the tool really quick. Let's check it out and see if it actually holds. These little adjusters here are 4mm. Look at that. Turns it right in. Turns it right out. That thing is on there, sturdy as can be. These are $150 headlights that we've now saved for them because the seller would not refund them.